Welcome back to the third episode of the Pure Building series. We're starting out at 60 combat. Here's what the stats are looking like right now, and our final goal is going to be 80 strength and 87 range, along with some essential quests. And here's a look at all the new quests we completed. So we're going to be doing Dig Site followed by Bone Voyage, and that way we'll have access to the Ammonite crabs for training. Plus, we're going to be unlocking our mithril gloves. So our first goal is to train strength to level 80. That way we'll have our 75 HP for Necklace of Anguish for range training. And I'm going to be doing this periodically in between quests when I want some AFK time. Here's a strange, obscure piece of information I'm just figuring out now. As far as I know, nobody's ever covered this. I've never heard anyone talk about this, but the Ancient Scepter, it's the best in slot training weapon for 50 attack. As you can see, the requirements are 70 magic, 60 strength, and 50 attack. So the quest you need to complete in order to acquire this item is Secrets of the North. As you can see, this is a master quest, and unfortunately it requires some pretty high skills, but to make it even worse, we have to do like almost every single quest in the game. Now luckily we have about half of these quests done already, but I think this is going to be a relatively long-term goal. So this is not an item that I'm going to have by the end of this video, but at the very least I'm going to have to finish some of the sub-quests such as Swan Song because of the 10,000 prayer XP reward. Oh, and to make it clear, I'm not doing this for the extra 4 strength bonus over a granite hammer. I'm doing it because this is one of the best stabs in the game. Hey, 78 strength. So now it's time to get to 25 thieving for Dig Site quest, which is required for Bone Voyage and Desert Treasure. So I think the best way to do this is to pickpocket the farmers. Also keep in mind, if you're going to want to go past level 25, I would definitely do the fruit stall. Up until maybe even level 53, all the way there. So first thing you want to do is press shift, go to swap left click farmer to pickpocket, and that way we can just left click it. And this NPC is just north of the Lumbee spawn point at Seth Grote's house. And there's level 15. And here's where I made the horrible decision to pickpocket ham members. The problem is when you fail, you get kicked out and you have to run all the way back in and you have to pick the lock again. Here's another viable option to get your thieving up. Here are all the quests that give thieving XP. In hindsight, I ended up actually doing some of these quests anyway. I really hate quests, so my brain just doesn't gravitate toward that being an option. So I ended up going right back to the stupid farmer. I definitely should have brought a Regent's Bracelet and some food. Just a random little thought while I'm sitting here slaving away. If you ever get a bird slayer task, as rare as that is, you could set your cannon here on the other side of the river, and then maybe even passively get an imp or a goblin champion scroll while you're at it. And now it's time to finally do the Dig Site quest. There is the Dig Site quest complete. That's a lot of mining XP. 31 mining from level 1 just doing this quest. Now we just have to get 100 kudos before we can start Bone Voyage. And this is how you get your first 28 kudos. You gotta talk to Orlando, and then you gotta answer a question on every single one of these display cases. There's 14 of them, each one grants 2 kudos. And it helps to have Rune Light for this because it gives you the answers. Well, there's 1 down and 13 more to go. Okay, so let's claim our reward. Nice. That Hunter XP is actually pretty clutch. All the way from 1 to 900. That's actually a pretty big deal considering low level Hunter is so bad. So we're at 28 kudos. Here's how we get another 50. So we got to get the cleaning kit, get our boots and gloves on. Then we got to fill up our inventory with these rocks. Then we got to go over to this table and find some specific artifacts. On the second one, we actually find a necklace, which is the rarest thing to get, and it's also pretty desirable. We're going to need that in the future. And then the third one, we get another thing that we need. These are the items that we're actually looking for. Pottery, old symbol, ancient coin, old coin. Hey, there's an ancient coin. Hey, we got the ancient symbol. We just need one more item. Hey, we got our old coin. Now we just got to put all the artifacts in the display case. And here's the final one. And we just earned ourselves an additional 50 kudos. Now we're at 78. And here's a list of quests that give 5 kudos each after speaking to the historian. And unfortunately, we only had 2 of these done. And apparently you're supposed to take this book found in Varrock Library and bring it back to the historian and get 5 kudos, but it didn't work for me. So I'm going to pick the quests that are the easiest and the ones I'm going to need in the future. Rune Mystery's done, and there's Haziel Cult complete, and that gets us 26 thieving. So I thought we were going to be done here. I got the 10 kudos from the quest I just completed, and I was expecting to get the 5 kudos from this book, but it never worked. I'm going to have to actually do another quest. Accidentally skipped off the quest completion, but there is Demon Slayer completed. Now we can finally go to the Varrock Museum and claim our 100 kudos. Hopefully nothing else goes awry here. Please, just gimme. Okay, yes, we got our 100 kudos. Yes, finally. Bon Voyage complete. Here's why finding that necklace was important. It allows us to make dig site penance, which teleports us right to the spot. The only way you can bank is if you build your own bank, but I don't have the 21 construction right now. The funny thing I noticed about this training spot is you can set up a cannon, but it just won't fire. So I end up finding out the perfect spot to stand was just north of the spot that I marked, and that allows us to be aggroed to 3 crabs. Okay, so now it's time to work on our mithril gloves. So not only do we have to have the main quest done, but also certain quests leading up to the sub-quests. For Recipe for Disaster, that is. On the left is a list of skill requirements, and on the right is a list of quest requirements. These are all the requirements for the sub-quests in Recipe for Disaster, all the way up to mithril gloves. And this should be it right here. And there's Gertrude's cat complete. The golem quest complete. And we went from 25 to 27 thieving. And there is completion of the quest fishing contest. We got our 31 fishing. So I thought I had to get the 30 fletching, but it turns out I could have just bought this stuff in the GE. But I guess this part's still relevant on an Iron Man. So we're going to start out making bronze arrows up until 10 fletching. And we're going to make bronze darts all the way up until 22 fletching. At that point we can make iron darts, and we're going to make those all the way up until level 30. And here we are, about to hit the level 30. Level 30 fletching. So the entire thing took about 5 minutes. Already up to 810 total level. And there is Big Chompy Bird hunting complete. That's some pretty abysmal XP rewards. 42 cooking, at least we got a level out of it. And there is Shadow of the Storm complete, plus 10,000 ranging XP. So here we are trying to complete the cook's part of Recipe for Disaster, but dang it, I forgot the Rotten Tomato. So you can't buy a Rotten Tomato off the GE. You used to be able to get them from the Duel Arena. I don't know if that's still a thing, but I know you can get them in Yanel. And there's completion of the first part of Recipe for Disaster, Lumbridge Cook. So we finally have access to the Calamancy chest, and we unlock hard leather gloves. Yo, what's my boy doing over here? So that's how rock cakes are made. Hey, you gotta deform your whole body. And this should be the completion of the dwarf part of Recipe for Disaster. And now we have increased access to the Calamancer chest. And the 1000 XP got us 23 Slayer. Now we got our bronze gloves, and we got an egg whisk. And here's the final part of the goblin part of Recipe for Disaster. Woo! Yes, sir. That's going to get us some farming levels for sure. Level 1 to 9 farming, that easy. And we should have our iron gloves, I believe. Iron gloves achieved. And here we are completing the Pirate Pete portion of RFD.
Subscribe!
And we got that dang old 21 smithing. And now we're up to steel gloves, only 2 more to go. I did make a few mistakes along the way, so I do feel guilty about calling this a guide. But just know this is my very first experience with making a pure account. So this was a learning experience for me, so I'll make sure to include all the mistakes along the way. But I'll also make sure to include and explain the proper way to do it. So I wasn't exactly sure how Recipe for Disaster was structured. I wasn't aware you're not able to do the Lumbridge Guide part of Recipe for Disaster on a pure. I thought possibly that Nature Spirit could be partially completed to finish this part of the quest. So I did all the quests leading up to Nature Spirit before I learned that you can't actually finish this part of the quest. So like I said, in between quests we do our training, just trying to get the most efficient use out of our AFK time. And there's our final goal, 80 strength. And of course I chose to train the melee first just so I can get the 75 HP. That way we're able to wear an anguish when we train range. Alright, I'm gonna demonstrate a rune throwing axe and what it can actually do. Okay, that was underwhelming. I kinda hit just crap on that one. And that didn't seem to take too long. We finally met our goal of 87 range. And here's the part where I was led astray by my own confusion. So some of these quests I ended up doing weren't necessary. Well, anyway, there is Plague City complete, and there we have 32 mining. Yes sir, that is Biohazard done. 28 thieving. And there is Murder Mystery complete. Got us 43 crafting. And there's Witch's House complete. So I downloaded a plugin that was supposed to monitor my kitten. This is supposed to tell me the amount of time I had before I had to feed it again and interact with it. It was also supposed to tell me when my cat was full grown. And that part, at least I can confirm, isn't working because it says it should have been full grown by now. I guess the plugin just needed the metadata, so all I had to do was ask the cat the age. The kitten gets its final meal. Full-grown cat achieved. Oh yeah, Hellcat status. We could decide to put him in a death chamber with the behemoth, but I'm gonna play it safe. Here it goes. What happened? And that is completion of the Evil Dave part of Recipe for Disaster, as well as 44 cooking achieved. And we got our black gloves, we only need one more to go. So here I am completing Monkey Madness. I originally did this partially for the monkey part of Recipe for Disaster, but we don't necessarily need that part complete, so I decided to put it off because I didn't have the 48 agility. Although the plan was to get Monkey Madness done anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I'm here at the final part. All I gotta do is use a cooked jubbly on Scratch. And there is the completion of the Aglagui part of RFD. And now we should have our mithril gloves. And there they are, what a sight to behold. I guess in the future if they ever decide to let pures wear Addy gloves, then I can finally complete this part and actually unlock Addy gloves. But that's a shot in the dark, people have been asking for that for years. So in conclusion, this is basically what your Recipe for Disaster quest tracker is going to look like. The only ones you're not going to be able to complete are Sir Amic Var's Lumbridge Guide, and King Aguagui is another optional one, or you can interchange that with another one. Just know the monkey part has the highest requirements. Well, I guess it's time to buy a bunch of mithril gloves now, eh? We finally achieved our goals and we're PK ready. We have 80 strength, 87 range, and we're 82 magic even though we're not going to use that right away. And that was trained strictly by passively splashing and will be a valuable asset in the future. And oh yeah, we're level 66 combat, let's go. So we got our super poison rune throwing knives that we'll use into a rune crossbow, into a Maul spec. Now somebody did point out the fact that I was camping ultimate strength and I wasn't using Hawkeye. I avoided using the offensive prayer switch because I thought it would make one ticking the Maul a little bit harder, but it was a lot easier than I anticipated. Oh, no way. Did my recoil really do all that? Jeez. Well, we're starting out with some plankers already. 55k. Apparently this guy wants a no-skull fight. Let's send it. What? Well, that's actually not a bad kill. 439k, we'll take it. Yo, no way. This guy is crazy. I gotta fight this guy. I'm gonna hit absolutely nothing, but... Wait, do I not have bolt? Am I DCing? I'm literally DCing. Are you kidding me? What in the freak?
LMAO! Look at you running!
Well, that was the only chance I had. I can one hit him, can't I? I'm just gonna hit the number. I get lucky, I get lucky. There it is, it's dead. What the heck? He just thinks he has defense so he can tank anything? That was the easiest kill ever, I'm not gonna lie. I guarantee you he had better wrists than most people I fight. Here I am DCing again. What is this, man? Are you kidding me? 3 mil, dude. Oh, yeah. It's not like he was gonna die from that, but good call on the telly, I guess. Yo, I didn't even mean to do that double entendre. Good call on the telly. Watch this. Okay. No Maul switch. Oh, great. And this is one of the reasons why I'm a little hesitant to actually risk a lot. It's weird because my internet doesn't really disconnect that often. Just happens to correlate with the fact that I'm PKing. Interesting. So we got smited for the Maul, but think about what that could have been. That should have been it. That was good. Is this guy DCing? No way. Watch this. He's going to come back at the last second. That's weird. I'd give him his stuff back if he asks. It's an unusual amount of risk. I'll take it, I guess. Yeah, go figure he wants it back. Oh well. Ooh. That's pretty bad. Not gonna lie. At least take me out to dinner first, jeez. Pretty sure I didn't mention that I'm exactly 66 combat, meaning I can get a few more levels. So it looks like I might be able to squeeze out another strength level, as well as an HP level. Oof. That was quick. What do we get? How many knives did he have? Wow, 600k. Oh my god. That was insane. Once again, it's not really stacking the hits though. Once again, we made another 575. Watch, I'm just gonna drop him instantly. Oh man! Oh wow! Dude, I didn't think he was gonna die from that last hit. We didn't even have room for our key. I don't know, maybe it's the extra strength level. Yeah, I don't know why this guy's just willy-nilly risking me 10 to 15 mil and just allowing himself to get chance like this. Like, that's giga chance right there. If I don't safe, it's honestly quite fair. My bad, dude. You're gonna... What? Dude, I could have read a whole entire book in the time it took him to react to eating, and he was gonna die from recoil. I don't know what the guy was thinking, honestly. He probably had nothing, but let's find out. Okay, I'm gonna have to rate that as the #1 dumbest death of the series so far. Yeah, don't ask me what this guy's RNG was. Yo, if you made it this far and you're actually still paying attention, I'm gonna roll out an AGS. All I want you to do is like, subscribe, and comment, and get this video to 100 likes. That's not asking for much, is it? Let me know what you think about this series so far and leave your RSN. That's it, that's it. I know it, I feel it. Oh, no, 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 he's gonna suicide? Whoa, bro, dude. I cannot wait until I unlock Smite. How in the world did this guy have 472k coins? Did he? Whoa! How did he even die? I wasn't even paying attention. I was focusing on eating. Bro, are you kidding me? Was he even skulled? I don't even know how I killed the guy. Yeah, I actually thought this guy already blew his spec. And he happened to do it right when I was specking, so I died, obviously. What the? What? That guy just died from a rune knife, didn't he? Interesting. Okay, so check this out. This guy tanks the combo. And then he just dies from a 16 knife, just like the guy before. Should have waited for my spec. Okay, so sometimes people don't realize both your specs didn't go off. Whoa! 31 just came out of nowhere. That might be the worst loot I've had yet. I'm gonna risk it.
We just died the big behemoth.
Okay. It's clearly nothing, right? Seriously. That's pretty good for a looter. Let's just randomly get on this guy. He has potential. Oh, I forgot my bow, bro. No way, bro. Nah, not great. Wow. Of course, it's going to be the same loot, 60k, right? Okay. Well, let's just say I got bored, hopped on a level 80 with an Infernal Cape, and I got smited. But this kind of showcases the power of Smite along with the Arceus spellbook, which I will have for the next build. Okay, so now we're 82 strength and 80 HP. And we've not gained a single combat level. We are still level 66. Woo! That was overkill. 129k. Well, we were running out of people to fight in PvP, so now we're back at Bounty Hunter. Come on, give it. Yes, wow, a max hit. I didn't even need to hit that, man. I swear. We got an emblem out of that, nice. We got ourselves a tier 4 crate as well. That's not bad. Once again, a good amount of GP. The crate, I'm gonna guess, is gonna be about 222k. Wow. That was scary for both of us. Yeah, we both had a bad spec, I believe, right? Had me, yeah. Oh. You're dead from nothing. Bro, come on now. It's not a great kill.
Holy mofo.
What in the... Oh, man. Oh my god, yeah, just a little triple max for you. Okay, well, this guy's on a diet. Wow, that's not a bad one. $400K, that's actually pretty solid. And another 435K, not bad. That's so weird. Oh, these kills aren't bad. Well, as always, if you made it this far, I do appreciate you sticking around. This video is definitely a little bit longer than my typical upload. I don't even want to say how much time this took me to edit. But let's take a sneak peek at what the future holds for this account. So for the next build, these are my level goals. The goal is going to be optimizing smite potential. And that's exactly why we're going to be doing the quest A Kingdom Divided. And for what, you might ask? Corruption spells. With the spell Greater Corruption, you can smite up to 12 prayer points in one game tick. So I hope you guys stick around. I'll see you in the next one.